happening. It's finally happening. Remember, like, I don't know, like a month and a half ago, I made a video on my YouTube channel talking about Year of the Ox, and like a month later, and it never came, and then people were starting to say, oh, Blossom, I think you're wrong. Year of the Ox is never coming. Nah. I kept the faith. I kept the faith in the fact that I know that a Hutch is usually always incredibly late to everything, although they can argue that technically Year of the Ox is all year. But let's be honest, the main Lunar New Year celebrations, they were a long time ago. They were like February 12th to 24th or something like that. Like, it was a long time ago, but it's finally happening. It's finally here. That's right, Year of the Ox. What is going on, guys? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Let's check this out. So the next challenge is back. The last time we had this was, believe it or not, I believe it was in the shadows. It was either in the shadows or the Christmas collection. It's been a very, very long time since we last had a legendary prize card challenge. And finally now we're back with the new challenge setup. I haven't made a review video on the whole setup thing yet because it's kind of hard to do gameplay videos on new challenges now, considering that I can't speedrun challenges anymore. I can only do 5 races a day. That being said though, the weekend challenge is coming up. It'll be interesting to see if I can speed run this or not, and I'm not sure if they're gonna give you all your tickets at the same time, but that will happen when it happens. Today, let's finally talk about Yoto, baby. Let's talk about Yoto. So let me tell you the patch notes. If you haven't found out what the patch notes and what Yoto is about, I'll have the link in the description to the Hutch post below, but I'm gonna read it out here for you right now. So let's go. You are done with the rat race, okay? And now you are feeling quite bullish about your racing career in 2021. Feeling that mood, we present the new collection series, Yoto, a collection that will take you all the way to the legendary BMW M3 GTR 2001. Now, one of the main concerns were the prize cars. I saw a lot of people in the community, they were saying, oh, the prize cars are kind of trash. Let me give you a counter argument. I believe that the BMW M3 GTR is one of the best low RQ legendaries in the game. I'm not bogged down about it. Like, I'm not pissed off about it. I was trying to do a Grand Tour reference. I don't know why. Let's not get bogged down. But no, I'm not too mad about it. That is actually a really good prize car, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But let's move on with the patch notes, or I guess the Yoto notes, alright? Over the next couple of weeks, you will compete in events to earn red envelopes, the key to unlocking new challenges. While you earn your 5 red envelopes to progress in the series, you'll also be powering up your Year of the Ox hand. We have picked 146 available cars, basically every single car from every Year of the Ox year, okay, on the Chinese calendar, which is 1949, 1961, 1973, 85, 97, and 2009. There's some amazing cars in this. I've already reviewed it. We're going to be seeing cars like the Porsche 962, the Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, and of course the Porsche RSR. So basically, they took away all the Chrysler Imperials, all those like common cars that you needed to collect. Yeah, that's out of the window. That is something of the past. I'm kind of happy that they've done that because I really don't want to hoard a bunch of crappy little low-end prize cars in my garage just taking up all my slots. I mean, every time you see a garage review video, that's literally everything we see to start off with. We see a bunch of Type 2s, a bunch of Alfa Romeos, a bunch of Austins aren't too bad because you only get one each, but like a bunch of the Jags, it's really repetitive and redundant, so I'm happy they're gone. It would be interesting to see how the red envelopes will work. Where are the red envelopes going to go? Because right now you see my trophy count, my cash, my gold. I don't see a little counter where the red envelopes are gonna go. Do they go in your garage? Will these be the first ever non-car items going into my garage? Just a red envelope sitting there? Obviously it's not gonna be around for long because I'm assuming that it's gonna be used up the moment you enter the event. But for that short time where you gain the red envelope and you haven't entered Year of the Ox 2 or 3, where does the red envelope actually go? That being said, you will get 5 and you have 10 chances to win. Okay, so that's pretty generous. 10 events for you to get 5. So you can actually lose 5 if you want. I would say try and get as many as you want though. And then each red envelope will basically get you into each event. Besides the first one. The first one's a freebie. This is one that anybody can join, and the rewards are actually quite generous because you end off with not only 2 ceramic packs, but a carbon fiber pack as well. So that's actually not bad. So basically by the end of the week, you'll be getting a carbon fiber pack if you have the right cars, because you get 5 chances a day. As you can see, I'll have 5 more in just about 2 hours. That being said though, if you want to get into the second stage, this is where you need the red envelope, and that's going to be the same for the third stage, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh. Well, not the seventh, it just goes up to the sixth. It's nice to see that they're finally in order. When they first came out, they were all over the place. Like the first one wasn't in the first area, the second one wasn't in the second one. But now it's nice to see that they're in order. So you need 1 red envelope to finish this one, and you can't say that if you have 1 red envelope, you can go all the way to the end. It doesn't work that way. It's kind of like a progression, right? So you need to do Year of the Ox 2, and in order to get Year of the Ox 3, not only you need an additional red envelope, but you also need Year of the Ox 2 completed. That kind of makes sense. From 2 to go to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Alright, and then all the way at the end, this is where you get the prize car, which is the BMW M3 GTR. Now, let's talk about prizes real quick, because the rest of the patch notes, it's pretty fundamental. It just tells you about kind of like the events that you need to join, the red envelopes, and kind of the prize cards, which I will just tell you right here. So we go into the second stage now. We've already won. Let's say you've completed the first part, which you have to. You've already gotten 2 ceramic packs and a carbon fiber. So what can you get from this part? Obviously, you get a bunch of cash, another ceramic pack, and a challenge token. Now, this is going to be pretty interesting. I don't know too much about the challenge token just yet. Obviously, they haven't been released, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. And of course, we'll get the Mini Cooper S Works GP again. This car has been given out before. I have one still stock, and I never use it, and I'm just going to have 2 just sitting there now, so okay. But yeah, moving on to Year of the Ox 3, let's look at the rewards. Once again, just a bunch of cash, which is very nice to see. Ceramic pack, another token, and the Hummer H3T. This one is also another kind of underwhelming prize car, but for me, I'm a fan because I like to collect American cars. That's an American car I don't have, so I will gladly welcome that to my garage. After that, moving on to 4, it feels like GTA, moving on from GTA, well, 3 to 6, really. There's no GTA 1. Well, there is, isn't it? There's a GTA 1 and GTA 2, just that it was like not even like a third person kind of thing. It was like from you were looking like it was a bird's eye view the way you played. But anyway, oh, it looks like you do need the tokens. Okay, so that's why you get the tokens. It's so you can join the later events. I get it now. So you need a token and you need an envelope. That makes sense. All right. So for the rewards, that's why they're giving out the tokens. Once again, a bunch of cash. Now you get another CF and a Pantera GT5. So as it stands, we've already gotten ourselves multiple ceramic packs and already 2 CFs. So let's move on to, I think we are going to stage 5. Also, we get that Pantera, but who really cares about that? I think right now is it medium still? Because if it's medium right now, it's gonna be low later. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go into rewards. Once again, more cash. This time instead of 5,000, it's 7,500, which is pretty cool, and 2 CFs and a challenge token. Now, once again, this is a little improvement from the old way challenges used to work. In the olden times, we only got 3 CFs from the legendary challenge. Now we have a chance of winning up to 4 carbon fibers. That is actually pretty generous, so I have to give a thumbs up to Hutch for that. When you think about it, that's basically $60 worth of carbon fibers. $60 USD. Might be more or less depending on the currency of your country. But I just want to go back to 4 for a second because I want to check if this thing is actually medium or low. Yeah, it's medium. You see, this thing isn't going to stay medium. It's probably going to go low. So take this RQ with a pinch of salt. It's probably not going to be RQ62 forever. It might end up being 58 or 57. But of course, like I said, in the end, the last but not least, we get the M3 GTR, which personally I think is an amazing prize car. It's an amazing prize car. Okay, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the prizes kind of suck. You know, this time there's no epic prize. Yeah, there's no epic prize, which is a bit of a bummer. That being said, though, like I said, the M3 GTR is probably one of the best low RQ cars in the game. All right, 3,492. You max that baby out, it's gonna be 102 handling, and it's gonna have 0 to 60 of under 3 seconds. I think 3.4. I think it'll be 2.8 102. So it's definitely going to beat cars like the Mustang GT4 or the FR500. Actually, let's see where it stands in particular. So if we go into all cars and we go into legendary, let's just scroll down to the 80 to 81 to 82 range. It's going to stand out. I guarantee you that the M3 is going to stand out. So let me scroll all the way to the end at the start of the legendary collection. I wish there was a faster way to, I guess there is if I just scrolled with the RQs to 81, but we were already this deep into the scrolling, so might as well. So let's check it out. Where does it stand? 3492. Let's see where it stands with all the other RQ81s, okay? So the 0 to 60, okay, the 0 to 60 kind of stands where it should. 3.4, you know, other cars like the Viper is 3.6, you know, the Vanquish 3.3, the Zagato 3.3, but the handling is really where it just stands up above the rest. 92 compared to 84, 85, 89, 89, 87, and 90. Now, it is pretty close to the SRT10 ACR. The SRT10 ACR has some really good handling, but of course, the M3 GTR is still a little bit better, and it has lower 0 to 60. I guess the only reason why the RQ is also pretty low on the GTR is because the top speed is kind of low, 152. That's a bit of a joke, considering you have cars like the Astons hitting 200 plus, even the Bentley, for God's sake. That being said, though, this is probably a very light car. There you go, 1,111 kgs compared to the heavy Bentley, which is probably like 2,000. Yep, 2,200. The Astons aren't that light either, 1,700 and 1,700. Yeah, basically the same. So yeah, I would say the M3 GTR is actually a really good car to have. Personally, I would max it out. Not soon, but it would be one of the legendaries where it's like, yeah, I'd probably max it out. I mean, when you compare it to like the 3489, 3492, the handling on that is actually really good. So now, remember that, 3492, let's go into epics now because we're going to compare it to this. 3492, basically half a second faster than what is an amazing epic. And of course, last but not least, we have, what is it, the Mustang GT4, isn't it? There you go. So it handles a little less, but obviously it's a lot faster to 0 to 60, and I do believe that the M3 should beat the GT4 unless it's a G-Force. And then last but not least, let's just compare the 0 to 60 because it has the same 0 to 60 as the SRT Hellcat. So, you know, 3.4, that's why I'm saying 2.8. No, it's 2.8 if I 996 it. So if I max out the M3 GTR, it should be 29102, which is really, really good for an RQ81. In my opinion, at least. But anyway, that's going to be all you need to know for Yoto. Basically, just compete in the 10 events, try and get the 5 red envelopes, and the tokens, they come to you when they come to you. You get them from the challenges. Obviously, you only need Yoto cars to get by in these challenges. As you can see, the requirements are super transparent, which is super cool. So you can see you have the Ox, Rare Performance, Super Rare, Ultra Rare, and then if we move on to like the later stages, then we have you have the Ox 40 to 79. It's pretty cool. Actually, look at this, 40 to 79. You cannot actually use any legendary Yoto cars in this area. You can only go up to epic, which is a little bit of a concern for me because when you look at my Yoto collection, and let me know down below what you think your Yoto collection looks like, but this is mine. The epic isn't really the best. As you can see, I got stock, 1 max, but it's a slick tire, so if there's a rain, I'm kind of in trouble. The V12 Vanquish has 1 upgrade into it, and the Metro has 1 upgrade into it. But obviously the legendaries are going to carry me at the end because I have the Veyron and I have the 911. Like, they're all prize cars. If they took away prize cars, I would be screwed because as you can see, the top 6 are all prize cars. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. If you have any more questions about Yoto, let me know down in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. But I wish you the best of luck in Year of the Ox. It looks like, unlike challenges of the past, we can speed run this. This is going to take time, which is fine. It's just that we need a little bit of patience, which is something I don't really have. But you know, at least we'll be going at it at a kind of a similar pace now. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Everyone, stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
I bring the toast in the back and we going berserk with the guns on the rack and we taking account to the sound of the crack. Running from us with the pop and the cause we're making the moves and the sounds of P. Calling the shots of fish looking at me and we taking account to the flow in the back with the drop in the cash. You know this ain't a prank. What you gonna think of me? I hit it from the back. My people play the kill mode, standing on attack. Cause I'm part of double sixes. All the ladies wanna do me. Haters say they wanna do me. Bitch, I'm chillin' in jacuzzi. Know we always get it done right. My vision's always on sight. Question me again, I'ma hit you with a Glock. Motherfuckers know to never get me tight. Yeah, can't even listen to your comprehension. Cause what's the question when there's no progression? Don't fuck with the vibe, I don't like you. I think you a snitch, I'ma cut the connection. I grind every day like a